dirt roads to rock crawling, two-buck chuck to screaming eagle, moonshine to 50-year-old single malt. We talk about it all here on Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey with your hosts, Jason and Chris.
Welcome to Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey, episode 232. That's nice. Got two twos and a three. How you doing, Chris?
I'm doing really well.
Three-card poker. That'd be a pretty good hand.
Three-card poker?
Yeah,
What?
you ever play three-card poker in the casino?
Usually I play Texas Hold'em.
Oh, you like to hold them.
I like to hold
Do you know when to fold them and when to walk away and when to run?
Well, I've won some money sometimes, but yeah, so I guess I do.
Yeah.
That's a song.
It is a song. Very good. You're quick tonight. You are quick.
Well, that's a rare event. I haven't drunk enough.
About as sharp as an eraser. Just like a Lorenzo over here. He's sleeping right now.
Well, he probably wore him out on the Rubicon.
He's upset because we have no fireplace.
You don't have a fireplace?
It's not a real fireplace. It's just a gas fireplace. So he's not happy about that.
Well, you could set him on fire.
I told him, yeah. I told him we'll get the Peter heater going, but he said he doesn't want to sleep outside anymore. He's an indoor donkey now. Indoor ass.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He's spoiled. He's a spoiled ass.
He is. The horses right across the way here are outside, having no problems in the cold. I show him to him, and he goes, "No, F that," and turns right back into the house.
Well, from what I'm hearing, it's pretty effing cold up there now.
It was only 18 degrees this morning. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all.
So what was the temperature in San Jose? Like 58?
I have no idea. Don't care anymore.
Don't care?
Nope.
Doesn't matter?
Nope. Doesn't matter. So... hey, we got the Campbell wedding episode coming up finally.
Yeah,
right? I mean, we got like this backlog. We got to start dropping 2 a week, I think.
No, we're not.
No,
we're not trail. We're about quality, not quantity.
That's right. You're right. You are right. That's well said. We give till it hurts, and we're all about quality. So, I one little observation because that's what we like to talk about here. But when we hopped on the plane, I took 2 plane rides to get there to Arizona. One to get to Oakland, met up with you, and then we flew to Phoenix, Sky Harbor.
The friendliest airport. Yeah.
Self-proclaimed friendliest airport in America.
It was a clean, well laid out airport, I will say.
It was nice. It was nice. Yeah, it's one of my better airport experiences. But, whatever happened to Sky Mall? Remember Sky Mall? Did Amazon kill Sky Mall?
I believe so, yeah.
Amazon.
There's a mall in the airport. You could have bought pottery there. Mm-hmm. Because,
well, it's a Southwest
nothing says
thing.
Pottery like an airport.
Right. But yeah, you remember the Sky Mall though? You'd sit there and flip through, and there was a bunch of like crazy stuff in there, like
there was some
off
cool
the
shit.
wall, cool stuff, but stuff you wouldn't ever really. I mean, unless you had disposable income, you're like,
I remember Sharper Image was in there, and Hammer Schlemmer.
Walk through cat shavers.
What the fuck? I think that they had like some James Bond like freaking boat submarine things in there for like $90,000.
Exactly, and they'd have some like bizarre yard art, and then like swords that you'd put up in your house, and a knight, like a knight of armor, shining armor you could have in your house, life size.
Oh,
anyways,
perfect. Yeah, I remember those.
I miss the Sky Mall, and I miss the magazine. They used to have a magazine, so like if I just read on the plane or whatever, right? But now everybody's on their phones and iPads and stuff, so computers.
Yeah, well, I mean, the airplane, it's especially like Southwest, which is what we flew on. They have the, they got the Wi-Fi on the plane, and you can either get the enhanced Wi-Fi for $8 a flight, or they have the free dealio there where you can stream TV shows, live TV and movies, I guess.
Was that free?
That stuff's free. So on the flight home, you and I flew down to Phoenix together, right? But on the way home, you took a separate flight, and I just got on the plane and I immediately just sat in my seat and opened up my phone, and I started watching a Harry Potter movie just to zone out.
Really?
Yeah,
cool.
So I watched, I don't know, 2/3 of the movie, and I completely spaced out. We were finally the captain comes on and says, "Hey, we're doing our descent into Oakland right now," and I'm like, "Holy shit, that was fast."
Put your trays in the full upright position, seat backs.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I even had a beverage.
What I do on the plane is I organize my photos. on my phone. So I build albums and start organizing photos. That's how I'm productive on the plane.
Oh, I'm all about not being productive.
Well, there you go. So you got that going for you, which is nice.
Going for me. Yeehaw. So, yeah. The Campbell wedding episode's going to be coming up next week. And, that should be exciting stuff.
All right. Well, there you go. We're getting caught up. In about 3 months, we should be caught up with everything. And so then the Rubicon episode, the chilling Rubicon episode will come out sometime in December, which will be apropos.
Absolutely, and then won't be caught up because then we'll have all the King of the Hammers content. We'll be interviewing and
oh my gosh,
and grinding and talking and drinking and partying and Ultra 3 racing and all sorts of shit going on.
We'll see if we can get the trail chasers in camp this year.
Oh boy, yeah, they're already freaking out. I think
we're going to have to send an escort, like we'll send. You know what we'll do? We'll send the Lasertown bus to go pick them up. And then they could safely come into Lasertown in the Lasertown bus. That's what we'll do. I'll talk to Cody. I'll get that arranged.
A little side segue on that Lasertown. So Cody canceled the Halloween party. What was that about? Do you have any inside information? I mean,
I don't know. I didn't.
My son asked me. He's like, "Yeah, Cody canceled." I'm like, "Yeah, I saw that." Huh.
I don't know. Maybe something came up. Maybe there wasn't enough people. Maybe the DJ canceled. Maybe his costume that he ordered didn't come in time. I don't know.
Well, maybe that's a bummer because I'm sure a lot of rager.
Well,
he was going to burn something. He was going to burn something.
Yeah. Well, he's got plenty of wood. You see the eucalyptus load he got?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah. A shit ton of eucalyptus got dumped off. Big old logs and trees, essentially.
Little known fact, I've logged off of Instagram. I'm completely shut down on that right now.
So should I stop tagging you?
No, you can tag me. I just won't see shit.
And that's why you haven't responded to the stuff I've tagged you in. Okay, great.
Yeah, perfect.
There you go. Chris, we've got a winner for our Factor 55 ProLink.
Awesome. That's really
the
cool.
moment everybody's been waiting for. The anticipation has been killing people. The phone calls, the messages. I even had a carrier pigeon show up with a little note like, who is the winner?
Well, let's keep them waiting. Let's talk about the prize again. What
it is away? A Factor 55 ProLink. So this is for the closed loop winching system, right? So you put this onto your winch cable, your synthetic rope or wire cable.
It replaces the hook.
Yeah, so it'll replace either one there. It works on metal cable if you're still using that. And then you got a Flintstones rig or something.
Wilma!
So what's cool is you have one of these on your Jeep. I have one on my Jeep. And I like it because they're heavy duty. They're compact. It is a closed loop winching system. And you can attach your D-ring to it securely. Or you can thread through a synthetic soft shackle. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's mil-spec, anodized, powder-coated. Max load is 16,000 pounds. Ultimate strength is 40,000 pounds.
Man.
I mean...
If you're breaking that shit, you're doing it wrong.
This is like a 2-inch thick cut prime ribeye here, man. This has got all the juice. So yeah, and the coolest thing about this one is it is Army Green,
limited edition, the non-existent edition.
You can't find anymore. The military said you can't make those anymore, and so. That's the deal. So this is super cool. All right.
How many people entered?
We have a ton.
No.
1,472,000 people entered this contest.
Holy shit.
Oh, wait a minute. That was another contest. Hang on. Move over here.
Oh boy. Is that a contest to see Lorenzo on a brass pole or something or what?
Yeah, something like that.
Lorenzo's OnlyFans?
Yeah. Perfect. No, we had well over 100. I don't have the exact number in front of me at the moment, but
cool.
Here we go. Do we have a drum roll? Christmas vacation drum roll. All right. This gentleman met all the requirements. He tag 3 people. He's following Wheel and Wine and Whiskey. He's following Stellar Built. Excuse me. And the winner is, I'm all choked up over here. It's Yoda Chuck. Charles Neely. Charles Neely, Yoda Chuck on IG.
All right.
So it is a Toyota guy. That's why I'm getting all choked up.
Oh, man. That just seems almost... Should we redraw? Let's redraw.
We should put that. The next contest, we need to say Toyotas need not apply. Should we do that? No. It's all good. We love everybody.
All in the family. Off-roading family.
But I will tell you, what's super cool now that I look at his IG page, he has a 4Runner. And he painted it damn near military green, so this could be perfect for him.
Holy smokes! Well, the part of the deal is he needs to send us pictures once it's installed.
Exactly. This is meant for him, and we have some of our friends following. JL Latte, Rodney's following DFF Fab.
Oh boy!
Hustle Nuts, James Tracy that builds badass buggies. Steve. Loki XJ from Total Off-Road Podcast.
Oh, hell yeah.
Rockhand Off-Road. Oh, and Shanice Ray, that's on Wreck Gear all the time, that Toyota 7X buggy. So, anyways, super cool. Well, congratulations, Charles. And I will DM you and get your address, and I will make sure Lorenzo ships that out. Yes, Lorenzo. I know you do have to do some work. This is not free room and board over here anymore.
Better stick him on his hooves so he can hold the envelope or the shipping package.
Yeah. He has trouble with shipping tape, but I'll help him out with it.
Oh, perfect. Cool. Well, congratulations, Charles. That's awesome. And like I said earlier, send us some pictures or post some pictures once you get it installed on your rig.
All right. Well, there it is. Again, what's our motto here at Wheel and Wine and Whiskey, Chris?
We give till it hurts.
That's right. We do. It does. It hurts sometimes, especially giving something to a Toyota owner.
Oh, there it is. Hopefully we'll get some good, hard use out there trying to recover his truck.
Yeah, so. Recovering fellow Toyotas.
Perfect. Right on. Cool. Congrats.
Good.
Congrats.
I love it. All right. Well, should we get into it?
Let's get into it.
All right.
Oh yeah, another interview episode. Sweet.
So
is this more content from Trail Hero?
It is more content from Trail Hero. Got to sit down with Justin from KrashFab. That is with a K, KRACH. So go follow them at the IG. KrashFab.
CH.
Huh? No. It's KrashFab. What did I say?
CH.
Oh, no.
KrashFab?
No, that's KrashFab. It's KrashFab. That's a whole nother. That's another website.
That's another website. All right, KrashFab.
Yeah, so KrashFab.
KRASH. Okay.
Yeah, FAB on the IG. Check them out. So Justin is super cool. He had a fucking helicopter out there.
That's what you were saying.
Well, it wasn't his helicopter, but he had a friend with a helicopter, which is the best kind of helicopter to own. It's like a friend with a boat, right?
Or a friend.
Nobody wants to own a boat because that, you know what boat stands for, right? Bust out another 1,000.
Just a hole in the water you pour money into.
That's exactly it. So I can't imagine a helicopter being any cheaper. So his friend lives in Salt Lake and says, hey, I could cruise up there in the chopper and get some footage. And hey, you know what? We could give rides for veterans. And that's what they did. So we talk about that coming up. Super cool stuff. And Justin built a Jeep in 6 days. Prior to Trail Hero.
Right.
It was a arduous journey, but he survived and he lived to tell about it. And yeah, and I got to see this Jeep firsthand out on the trail, on the Fallen Trail, my favorite trail out there. And yeah, so Justin, we went back and forth. It was a busy ass week, but we made it happen. So you want to hear that interview?
Sure, let's make it happen.
All right, let's do it.
Boom.
Okay. Trail Hero 2023 Sitting next to me is Justin from KrashFab. How you doing, Justin?
Doing very good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Welcome to the podcast, man. So, how's the event been going for you so far?
This has been such a cool experience. So I've never been out here before, and just experiencing all the different trails and all the the water and the desert atmosphere and all the different trails going on every day and different events and the concerts and the vendor row. It's just been wild. It's been really fun.
So this is your first time here, yeah? It's pretty eye-opening, huh?
It is.
This is my 4th year, and to watch it grow in just the last 4 years of the 8 that this event's been going on is insane. We got POD practicing in the background right now.
It's freaking awesome. It's so cool.
So how'd you get into four-wheeling and stuff, or doing some off-road?
Yeah, so I mean, I've always been in off-roading. Like when I was a kid, I always wanted a trophy truck, and I really wanted a Bronco when I was like 14. I wanted a '69 Bronco so bad.
Oh, we all did.
But I couldn't afford it because there was like rusted out buckets that were $10,000 with no motor.
Right.
And so my dad was like, "Well, how about a Scout?" And so I bought my first Scout, and I think I paid like $800 for it, for a running, driving Scout, and that just started the journey. And I've probably had 10 Scouts over the years, and I just always loved them and loved wheeling and having fun.
Good cord binder there. They're built like brick shit houses, man. They four-wheel drive club that I'm part of, we had a couple in our club throughout the years.
Awesome.
Still have one, I believe. Just one now, but yeah, really cool.
Yeah, built solid steel, so yeah.
That's cool. So go out building up the corn binders there and out wheeling, and then you got involved a little more deeper, huh?
So when I was growing up and stuff, I couldn't afford to have anybody work on my stuff, so I started learning myself and started bending tube and really getting into welding and taking classes and just being a sponge of everything. And over the years that progressed, and I started doing metal fab as a business and stuff on the side. TIG welding parts and doing custom stuff and rescue equipment and working on excavators and mining equipment and stuff like that.
Wow.
So and then fast forward that a little bit. I've been a sheriff for 8 years at that time, and I met Adam, and at that point he was like, "Hey, I got this crazy idea on this Jeep. I want to do this suspension, blah blah blah." And I said, "That's fine. That's easy. We can do that." So that's when the Jeep journey began.
Okay.
And about 3 years after I met Adam, I ended up quitting the sheriff's office and full-time fabrication now for almost 5 years.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, a little bit. You're coming home from the shop pretty much, and not when you're a sheriff, right?
Yeah.
That's a crazy career, man.
It was.
Hats off to those guys and your service and everything, but that's a whole nother level of stress.
It really is, and my wife has done it for 19 years, and she's, it's just been a stressful career for her and everything. So yeah.
And where are you out of? Where were you sheriff?
I did 4 years in Amador County.
Okay.
And then I took a break and helped the family business roofing, and then took a break and then went back to law enforcement in Amador County, which is near like Slick Rock Trail and all that stuff.
Yeah, beautiful up there, Highway 4.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Calaveras County there, I guess, too. Calaveras. Very cool.
Thanks.
Slick Rocks in the backyard. Love Slick Rock Trail.
Oh, it's so much fun.
How much better is that trail now that they did the reroute?
Oh, there's actually wild stuff up there now. So you can really push yourself, and you can get yourself in some sticky situations now.
Yes.
So it's really fun now. And obviously, if you get not that built and you don't want to do it, you can take the bypasses.
Yep.
But yeah, you could actually really have some fun and really, really get sideways. So.
Yeah. It's just that one gauntlet or windshield, whatever they're calling that now, that doesn't have a bypass. It's supposed to have a bypass.
Yeah, I know something's coming.
It will soon.
Yeah.
So that will be good. But yeah, that hill's getting pretty rowdy.
Yeah, it's got a couple lines up it now, and it's fun. I think we're going to try to hit it again before the snow comes.
Absolutely. So. It's on my list too. Yeah. I'm only about maybe just over an hour from there now. I'm moving to Nevada, so I'm looking forward to hitting that up
for sure.
So you started KrashFab then with Adam and the Jeep journey there, so to speak. So talk about your shop a little bit and what you guys got for equipment and everything?
Yeah, so I mean, we're pretty basic. The shop's at my ranch, and we got like 6 acres, and we got like 20 or 30 head of cattle. And
oh wow,
yeah, we move them to different pastures and stuff. But it's a full functioning ranch, and then so I'm just working out of probably like almost 2,000 square foot shop. Not fancy yet. We're really grassroots still.
Okay.
I got one full time guy working for me there.
Okay.
And we've got a bunch of welders, and we're just getting after it.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Nice. And you guys just custom build whatever. It's a customer comes to you and says, "Hey, I want XYZ."
Right.
And we'll figure out how to do that for you.
Yeah. I mean, in the past few years, it's been mainly all Jeep stuff.
Okay.
I've branched out a couple times, on some Toyota and Suzuki stuff, and
sure.
It's just hard because I don't do those type of vehicles every day, so it's hard for me to be, like exact on my timing and know how long stuff is to do. So we've been just kind of sticking to the Jeeps, and over the past year or so, we've really pushed hard into our line of products we have, and starting to do more production stuff and shipping stuff all over the country, and pushing that direction as well too.
So you're doing bumpers and all kinds of stuff. So talk about some of the different Jeep custom items that you're putting together that you're shipping out.
Yeah, so we're doing front and rear bumpers now.
Okay.
We're kind of doing a little bit of a tube style, kind of back to, kind of like more of the grassroots of, the Jeep and buggy stuff. And
cool.
Really getting, setting the Jeeps up to be hardcore off-road vehicles. Because some of the big wide bumpers and all the aluminum stuff, it just does not hold up when you start pushing it. So we're kind of getting back to the roots and getting some hardcore parts out there. So we got front and rear bumpers for JKs, JLs. We got sliders for JKs, JLs, and then the Gladiators too.
Okay.
So yeah, we're pushing that stuff, and going to be doing more suspension stuff and trying to like actually offer kits for people.
Okay.
It's just hard because there's so many variations, and it's hard to have a one size fits all kit. So I don't even know how companies are doing that. Because every build we do is different.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, a classic example. My buddy, we were just on the Barrett Lake Jeep Trail a couple weeks ago, and he's done some fire road stuff, but no like getting articulated. So Barrett's not crazy hard, but it's not a fire road by any means.
Right.
And his tires, he had this lift kit put on and stuff by the shop, and they didn't space out the wheels enough, and it got into the sway bar links and ripped the inner sidewalls of 2 tires.
Oh no!
And it's like, dude, whoever did this should have known better, right? You know. So it's good to have somebody that goes out and actually wheels and knows their product and test and make sure everything's working. And like you say, every vehicle's different, and got to customize to make sure that you do have those clearances and everything.
Right.
Well, that's cool. So. I saw a chopper in the air out here with KrashFab on. What's that story? Because that's like, I mean, we're out here with some pretty badass buggies and stuff, but you got a chopper flying around.
So I hired a mentor, business coach kind of guy. He's badass. His name is Racefly, and so I'm kind of part of that mentoring group.
Okay.
And he lives up in Salt Lake, and we were talking about obviously expanding my business and growing and scaling and that kind of stuff. And I was like, hey, I signed up for this event in Utah. And he's like, what, in Utah? And I said, yeah. I said, it's Sand Hollow. He's like, that's awesome. I'm flying the helicopter down. We're going to do cool stuff.
Oh, cool.
And I was like, okay. So we talked to Rich, and we said, hey, this is what we want to do. And we want to do a couple giveaway rides, one for anybody that wants to enter, and one for veterans, because this is kind of a veteran event.
Absolutely.
So we wanted to make sure and stay with the theme. So Rich was like, yeah, I'm on board, and kind of gave us a little spot for an LZ, and, said go for it. So here we did all that, and just we had so much fun flying over everybody and just, giving hell yeahs to everybody out there. And
oh, it's so cool. We were out on the trails, and here comes the KrashFab red chopper flying through the sky, and just buzzing us on the trail. I was like, that's badass. I don't know. Something about helicopters, right?
Oh, it's so cool. They're so much fun. I've been telling my wife for like 10 years now, like, hey, I'm getting a helicopter.
I'm getting a helicopter. Yeah. It's happening.
It is, for sure. So, yeah, it was just cool to really put it together, and, cool to give back to the community. And actually, both the winners of our giveaways ended up both being veterans.
No kidding.
Yeah,
perfect.
So it was awesome. Good people. So
yeah, I bet they were stoked.
Yeah, it was
that's cool. Right on. Well, that's cool how that all came together.
Yeah,
it's all about who you know, right? Just
it
connections,
is,
contacts, and event like this is great because there is a lot of I mean, people we see, in magazines and on YouTubes and, all that stuff out here. It's like everybody converges this week on Sand Hollow, which is awesome.
Yeah.
It needs to be 2 weeks because, I mean, here we are. We're on the last day, Saturday, and we're just now getting together to sit down and do a podcast. And it's just been... you try to wheel, you try to meet up with friends and all this stuff, and it's a crapshoot, man. It's trying to make it happen.
I mean, it is. This is definitely like the who's who of events. Like everybody that I can think of is here,
right,
somewhere. And I haven't even seen half of them,
right.
And getting to go on trail runs, you only get to go with a few different groups sometimes. Sure. And I mean, I would have loved to go wheeling with you guys. Even though I can't do the buggy stuff.
Sure. Oh no, I don't know. Your rig's pretty well set up. So let's talk about that Jeep that you built in 6 days.
6 days.
Oh my God! So how did this? What bad idea or where were you when this? I'm sure some libations were involved or something when that idea came about.
So what happened is about a month ago or so, right when I kind of signed up for this event, I was walking through the shop, and at first I was going to just do a vendor row here, and that was my plan, is just expand the name, that kind of stuff, and hang out with my friends and that kind of deal. And then I was walking through the shop, and I just started hitting my head against the wall. I was like, I have a full Jeep build here that's been sitting here for years, and I'm like, I just need to put something together. And I have a really custom JK that I was going to do with some dovetail front and rear and a full tube chassis, basically a buggy JK.
Sure.
And I don't have the time for it, so it's been sitting for years. And I just was like, I talked to the wife and I said, hey, let's just buy the cheapest Rubicon Jeep we can find, and I'm gonna build it, and we're gonna go out and have some fun. So that came about a month ago.
Okay.
And then I had a couple of projects that were going, and I had a couple commitments as far as like getting Alfie's Jeep done for this event and other stuff. And unfortunately, my timeline that I penciled out on paper just didn't stick to. And so we got everybody's projects done. I have one cage that, thankfully that customer is going to be okay to do after the event.
Okay, yeah, you're like, hey, can you hold for a week or two?
I told him, I was like, I'm so sorry.
That's cool.
Yeah, but he said it would be okay. So other than that, but those projects got pushed a little bit, and then all of a sudden I looked at the schedule and I'm like, I have 6 days.
Okay.
And, I've got a helicopter coming down. I've got all this stuff lined up. I was like, it has to get done. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Sure.
So me and my employee, like we just busted hard, and I think Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I stayed up straight. I maybe slept like an hour nap like once or twice.
Wow.
And I looked completely thrashed. I have a picture my employee took at 2 a.m.
You showed me that picture.
Friday.
It's hilarious.
Oh,
it's like, what the?
God.
You look like a zombie.
Just like I got ran over by a bus and then drove over to me again.
Yeah.
So, but we got it done. The only thing I didn't have done when we showed up here is I didn't have the lockers like finished to wired to the S-Pod, and we did that in the parking lot at the hotel, and we've just been having fun and really breaking the rig in and just sending it.
And it's working well.
Not having any problems so far, knock on wood.
Yeah.
The radiator fan's acting a little weird, but that's a simple fix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw you a few days ago. We were out on the Fallen Trail, I think, right?
Yeah.
You were out there with a group, and we came rolling up, so that was cool.
Yeah, that was a fun trail.
See the Jeep out in the wild.
Yeah. It's doing what it's supposed to do, so that's cool.
It's cool. So what is that Jeep like? You're just gonna wheel it now? Is it done, or you got more plans for it?
No, when we get back, I'm gonna tear I didn't do anything to the interior.
Okay.
So when we get back, I'm gonna tear the interior apart, do the seats and harnesses, do a full cage in it.
Okay.
And I've got like a center console, and I have to do all the lighting still. There's like wiring is a mess on that thing because that takes a lot of time.
Okay.
And other than that, that's kind of the plans for it.
Okay.
And then unless somebody wants to buy it, and it's gonna go find a new home.
There you go.
Yeah.
Everything's for sale, right?
Everything's for sale.
We'll trade for a helicopter. How about that?
Yeah, I would definitely trade it for a helicopter.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So what has been your favorite trail out here so far?
Oh gosh, the Fallen was really fun. But we also did 777s, and that was like my quote-unquote KrashFab run.
Okay.
So I had a bunch of rigs come that were all rigs that had my parts on it.
Okay.
Kind of the inaugural KrashFab run.
Cool.
So it was just really cool to finally do that and put a bunch of my clients and friends together on the trail and just do a quick trail, and it was so much fun.
Love 777s. That's a great trail.
And then we did TNT today, and that was
you
wicked.
did?
Yeah.
Woo!
I took a couple Well, I was actually having the wife drive.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm not driving up that way. So she took a couple bypasses.
Okay.
And, no ego there.
But that's the cool thing about this place is most of the really difficult obstacles can be bypassed.
Yeah.
Not all. You get into some of these canyons, you're committed, but you're either backing out or going forward. But that's cool. Yeah,
It's fun.
TNT last year we ran with Rhett Gear and Lee Coley. He had that. He's got it here this year. The Joker buggy. It's green with the Joker on the side.
Yeah.
He stood it up on end on one of the walls,
wow.
and I mean it just whoop and stood right straight up and stayed there. It's like holy crap.
Yeah, the waterfalls out there, they're straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't this traction just insane?
It's cool.
Especially coming from like slick rock trails, granite trails that
Yeah.
we're used to running, and you're just rocks are moving and your tires are sliding and stuff. And here it's like driving on sandpaper. It's so much fun.
Yeah, you're either in the sand or you're on sandpaper.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And yeah, it's crazy the stuff that we climbed this week and went down. It was there was one hill was so steep that I went down. The water out of my ice chest came raining down on top of me. I'm like, okay, that was steep.
Yeah. I think that's the crazy difference about like here versus like California trails is like here's big ledges up and big ledges down. And California's more like, big boulders everywhere.
Sure.
And it's so different.
It is. It's extremely different. Extremely different. And you drive it a little bit differently too out here. I mean, I haven't moved my front and rear transfer case levers, more or so much more here than I do, Rubicon. You put it in low and just go. I mean, rarely are you taking a front or rear out, but man, here it's like all the time you're hitting the levers and just trying to bring the ass end over, the front end over, or something, and it's cool driving. You learn a lot. I've learned so much out here the last couple years. It's really helped my driving style and technique, and hit it with your purse and pray. It works pretty good out here. So did you get out to the back end, top of the world, and the maze or ledges or anywhere out
not
on that side
Jeep.
of the valley?
Yeah, not in the Jeep.
Okay,
but we flew the heli
you
over.
flew over there.
Yeah, and that was so cool.
So much faster to get over there that way.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing how fast you can cover ground.
But the terrain is so different over there. It's like a Flintstone Roadrunners cartoon out there. Just the rock formations and everything are so crazy.
Yeah.
That is cool. And then that valley and, as far as the eye can see.
Just gorgeous.
Mountain range. It is.
Yeah.
It's beautiful country. I prefer the Sierras, but out here's really cool.
Yeah, my wife, she's funny because I'm like, this is beautiful desert, high desert stuff. She's like, I just want the trees. And I'm like, yeah, there's no trees here, not like you're used to.
Nope. And that's the other thing. Like one of our buddies rolled over last night and it's like, oh man, if there was a tree right here that we could snatch off of, that would be awesome. But nope, we had to drive all the way around down to get a winch line up to pull his buggy back over. So recovery's become really interesting out here too.
For sure. Yeah, we were playing with some of that today. We had a Jeep that ran out of gas going up one of the waterfalls.
Oh wow.
And that was a bad spot to have that happen. He was all locked in and we couldn't get it out of gear, and it took a little while to get it out.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow, shame on them for not topping off before they came out here.
Well, it's TNT, so it's a short trail.
Yeah.
And you had a quarter tank.
Oh.
But when you're straight in the air.
Extreme angles, I always stay full just for that reason, too.
Yeah.
Or put a holly hydromat in there. Those things work really well.
Great, yeah.
Yeah. So that's cool. So you alluded to a little bit of the future KrashFab, your scaling and stuff. So what's your plan the next year? For you guys?
Next year, our plans are really to push hard into a lot of the production parts, and I would like to really do a couple super custom builds a year, and then really push production parts. Bumper sliders, suspension kits. Really help people that are DIY out there. Get their projects done. Yeah, and then so we're pushing hard in the Jeep stuff and the JKJL market. And then I've got a lot of requests to step out of that into the Toyota Bronco GX world. So I'm going to start playing with that and see what kind of stuff we can stir up.
Sure.
And then really start pushing, just more parts for the website and, just help people out.
Yeah, that Bronco market, that's hot right now. You see all kinds of Bronco builds out here this week.
It's a super busy market, but it's crazy because there's not that much hardcore parts out there. Mm-hmm. Everything's pretty standard bolt-on and pretty not going to hold up to the abuse that we do.
Right, exactly.
So we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Right on. So, and then you were at Sierra Trek.
Yeah.
You had a booth there, the vendor show there,
Right.
which was one of the biggest we've seen in a long time up there.
Yeah, that was a fun one. Yeah.
Cool event. But you had been to that event before.
Actually,
no, that was your first time too?
To Sierra Trek, yeah.
Wow, you've been busy on the ranch,
Yeah,
huh?
I'm really popping the cherry this year.
Getting out and doing stuff.
Well, I've been doing this for like 4.5 years,
Yeah.
Out of the ranch, and I haven't been able to get out as much as I wanted to, and I feel like that was kind of holding my business back.
Okay.
And so I was like, okay, we're done with this. We need to get out there. We got to meet people. We got to shake hands and show people what we can do.
Sure.
So that's where we're at.
It is. It's important to get out there. And, as you know from four-wheeling over the years, our community, our off-road community is really cool.
Yeah.
A lot of great people. An event like this where we've got everything from bone stock side-by-sides off the showroom floor to some of the most wild garage-built wicked rock buggies, and then you got your competition moon buggies and stuff.
So cool.
And everything in between. And there's so much eye candy to look at, and then you get out on the trails, and you're intermixing with all these different rigs, and it's so much fun.
Yeah, it's cool to see the variety out there, and every rig's just excel in certain areas, and it's fun to watch it.
It is, and even if there's a trail for everybody out here, and then you can go watch. You can go sit at like Nasty Half right outside the tunnel. You can walk there from the main event and just watch the chaos happen and people beating on their junk, and it's cool. And then you got sand drags too.
Yeah,
these guys freaking badass.
Those things are wild.
Oh my god. So they're running sand drags right now, and they're throwing up rooster tails 30, 40 feet in the air and just getting after it.
So cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. This is definitely a great event. And the weather, we start out with a little rain at the beginning of the week, and then it just progressed into getting warmer and warmer and nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful out here. A little hot now, but not too bad.
Yeah, as long as you're in the shade, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
We do early morning. We did a lot of early morning runs so we can get out before the heat, and then some afternoon runs. Last night turned into a little bit of a night run, but
it happens.
We've been good this year. No major night runs. Coming into camp at 2-3 in the morning,
those are fun sometimes, but at the same time, it's nice to get a good night's sleep.
It is for sure. So you'll definitely come back next year.
That's the plan.
Yeah,
we're gonna try to hit it next year, and hopefully we can bring the helicopter back, and
that is cool.
Just hopefully do some more stuff with that, and I can't even describe how much fun it was to do. We did a really cool photo shoot with it, and gosh, if I could do that, a few more times in my life, I'd feel great.
Heck yeah. So. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think one of the guys from our camp, Jonathan, Harry, and then
and Tara.
What's her name? Tara from Road and River. Yeah, helped out with that. That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah, because I saw one morning early. I'm like, "You need a cup of coffee?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm getting ready to head out with KrashFab and chopper shoot." I'm like, "Oh, nice."
Yeah, that was one of the top 10 of my life.
Really?
It's just so cool. To know, not only to be a part of it, but like this is where my company's progressing to, and this is what we're able to do now. And I have 4 rigs on the run that I built, all the suspensions on, and it was so cool.
Yeah, pride and ownership, man. Yeah, it's cool to see it out there and see people having fun with something you built, right?
100%.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. That's cool. So, what else? How do people get a hold of you?
Well, obviously we got the Instagram. That's kind of our main social media platform.
Okay.
We have Facebook, and we have the website as well too. It's KrashFab.com.
And spelled with a K.
Yes, Crash with a K.
Yeah, Crash with a K.
So we've got that, and then we've got a YouTube channel that we're starting to try to do more stuff with. It's super hard to do everything at the same time.
Yes.
So we're working through that, and I think that's the main one.
That's cool. You guys got some cool shirts this year too.
I got one for you, buddy.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, it's it says KrashFab. Obviously, it's got a welder on there, and then a tire. What does the tire say? It says where ducks go to die, and it's got this duck being smashed by this big old super swamper tire. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So the reference there is the ducks on the dashboard that people have been ducked. Well, it's
kind of a silly Jeep tradition. I won't say I'm a big fan fan of it, but so I found another way to make myself smile with the duck things, and that's running them over or shooting them with stuff that makes them go boom.
Right out on the ranch. That's good.
So we're going to try to do some more stuff with that and have some fun with it.
That's fun. Absolutely. That's all good humor. And then I was trying to think of this one duck I saw on this guy's rig. It was like a military duck, but it had like a machine gun and everything. I was like, okay, if I was going to get duck, that would have been a one to get.
That's the one to get.
Yeah. But now, do you talking about Jeep traditions? Now, do you do the Jeep wave when somebody's going down the road or anything like that?
I won't initiate it, but if they wave, I wave back.
Oh, you wave back.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So, Randy Slosson's at our camp, and he has this nice CJ7 that's for sale here.
Right.
It's got some woo pows under the hood.
Yep.
And I was riding with him, and I was asking him, I'm like, dude, do you do a Jeep wave? He's like, only if it's got a metal dash, a flat metal dash, right? So old CJ stuff.
That sounds like Randy.
and I can relate because that's kind of where I'm at. But yeah, if somebody waves, I'll wave back. I don't care about that. But it's funny, the Jeep traditions out there.
It's kind of funny. They're a bunch of silly people, I tell you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But very capable rigs, and it's interesting to see, and we've talked about this before on the podcast, of how companies like Jeep, Ford just recently with the Bronco have sought input from the off-road community, like, what are you looking for in a rig? And we're going to try and build that in a production vehicle. And obviously Jeeps have been very successful at that. Bronco's looking pretty strong coming out of the gate here.
Yeah, they are.
Well proven. A few parts to upgrade there, I guess, with the steering or whatever. But, that's like any vehicle. If you're going to send it on some of the stuff that we're doing out here, it definitely needs some heavy-duty stuff under there.
You can't expect a showroom floor vehicle to come out here and conquer everything here.
Right.
But, they're very capable, though.
Yeah, it is. It's cool. Our club teaches an off-road safety class.
Okay.
So we have people that new to four-wheeling, brand new to four-wheeling, like never put it in four-wheel drive before. And, I tell them, hey, your vehicle's way more capable than you are.
Yeah.
But we're gonna help offset that a little bit today. And they're so amazed at what their vehicle can do right out of the gate.
Yeah,
which
that's
is cool. And then they get excited, and then it's just empty every pocket, which Jeep stands for too.
Yeah, they do a great job with that. Yeah.
Help out companies like you, right?
Yeah, it's all a give and take,
Right.
That's what I say.
Right. Exactly. Well, that's cool. So, check out KrashFab on the socials there, IG mainly, Facebook, YouTube channel coming out soon.
Yeah.
Sounds like,
Yeah, that's the plan.
Cool. Anything else, Justin, that you'd like to add, or questions, comments, concerns, complaints, or anything?
No, nobody listens to complaints anyways. No, I'm just super happy to sit down with you, and if any listeners out there, you just need any help or want to talk through some ideas, I'm all here to help people and, go have some fun, go wheeling.
Right on, man. Sounds good. Well, we'll have to hit up Slick Rock here when we get back to
Don't
California
say
to Nevada area.
Don't say reality.
Yeah, I know. I am so dreading. We got to leave tomorrow, and I'm like, damn, it's been such a cool week out here, but outstanding. I just look forward to it every year.
For sure.
So right on, Justin. Thanks for being on the podcast, man.
Thanks for having me.
All right, we're out.
See you guys.
So we should title this episode Choppers and TJs.
Choppers and TJ. It was a TJ? I thought it was a Ford. I guess it was a TJ. Huh?
It's a TJ, right?
Oh,
That's what he built. I'm pretty positive it's a TJ.
Okay.
But very cool, dude. It's a great story. He's getting started. They are making some cool freaking parts for Jeeps, for the do-it-yourselfer. And he's going places, man. The guy's got a great attitude. He's got the right people backing him up. Your inner friend circle. You got the right people that you hang out with. You never want to be the smartest person in the room, right?
No, that's definitely not me.
so anyways, it's great. So go follow KrashFab with a K and a CH.
No,
SH. I know.
What's wrong with you, man?
Keep going. Sorry, I got it. That's Lorenzo's search history on my computer. I got to get him.
I mean, if you did it with a CH, it'd be my name would be Shrish.
That's perfect. Anywho, there you have it.
There you have it.
I like
KrashFab.
That's
cool.
Yeah, it's a cool rig, man. And they got a lot of cool stuff on their IG of parts, wheeling, welding, and fabrication, mobile repair, and more.
All
Check
right,
out KrashFab.
Where are they out of, Utah or no?
No, they're
local to California.
They're out of California, man.
Oh,
right here in NorCal.
Oh, that's right, up near Highway 4 area, up near.
He talks about that a little bit.
Bear Valley, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we got to meet. I got to meet this guy.
And our buddy Jonathan Harry got to help out with the photo shoot.
He got to ride in the helicopter.
I think so. Yeah, pretty cool.
That's
so, so, anyways, check them out and reach out to them if you've got any fabrication needs. And their website is loaded with parts. So,
good.
And they're made in the USA.
Echo in USA.
That's right. No echo in Chinese.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. So listen, hopefully you enjoyed this part of the episode, but we have more business to conduct.
Yeah, we got to get caught up a little bit here. So I got some voicemails.
Oh, you do?
Which we should probably play.
Have you listened to any of them, or is this the first time?
I have not listened to any of them.
Oh, boy.
I know. I don't know. This is always a crapshoot. So let's get the first one here, shall we?
Gentlemen, your boy Rover Don here. Hey, what's this golf talk stuff going? Wheeling, wine, whiskey, no golf. Chris is talking about hitting birds. Was it like a condor, or a sparrow, a crow? It was a tit, wasn't it? He told me he got a tit. Okay, I'll let that slide. I don't know much about golf. All I know for sure is Toyota suck. So with that, I'm out.
That was perfect.
Oh, we love Rover Don. Short and sweet and to the point. Yeah. Sorry, golf is in our lineage here, so it comes out occasionally. We have quite a few listeners that whack that ball around and
it's a stupid
throw
game.
out some 4-letter words.
The
L silent
game.
in golf.
Right. So, right on. Yeah, thanks for the call, Rover Don. That's super cool. We've been watching your action that you've been doing on the IG, man. You've been breaking parts and getting busy out there.
Thanks for inviting us. You're right in my backyard now, and you don't even let me know you're in my neighborhood. But that's okay.
Yeah. Well, there you go. You got another one?
Chat about that. I do.
Yes, I was just calling to submit my audition tape for co-host on Wheeling Wine Whiskey. Yeah, so let's see if I got this right. What's up, mother? Oh, wait, no, that was another one. Hold on here. Let's see. I think it's hanging off the. Oh wait, no, that was a different one as well. Let me see here. Hold on, I got this. Wait, let's see here. Everything from Boone's Farm to Bland's, here on Wheeling Wine and Whiskey with your hosts, Chris and Rover Don. I mean, it rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? I mean, I think I'm a natural, really. Chris, you got my number. Call me.
I do have your number, Don.
Oh, and
here it is.
Just
here it is.
Thought I'd add to it.
That's awesome.
Boone Farms to Blends. I like that one. That's a good one. Rover Don is in fuego right now, as we like to say.
Fire.
In fuego. Well, thank you, Rover Don, for calling in. We always love hearing from you. We got our regulars that call in. Rover Don.
Right.
Chris Farley doesn't call in as much as I'd like. We get Christopher Walken.
That's right.
Of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, yeah.
So it's good, but I would like to hear from Farley again from the grave. He does some. He just makes me laugh. So, but hey, call in and phone a friend. Phone Wheeling Wine and Whiskey.
That's right. Spread the word. 408-800-5169 is the number to leave your own voice message, and it most likely will get
most likely. we just we get some that we cannot play on the air. We are explicit, but we're not that explicit. So just kind of be PG. You don't have to be PG-13, like R18 or something. Don't they have a new rating in the movies, like R18?
It's NC-17.
Oh, NC-17.
Yeah,
okay.
That's usually like Skinamax or whatever that fucking network.
Skinamax. Oh my God, you're dating yourself.
I know, right?
You know, everybody out there knows that you were one of those people watching the Playboy channel when it was all scrambled, the snow, and every once in a while you get a little nipple or something. Okay, that's good.
Never did that. I had Playboy magazine, so good old Hugh Hefner. All right, well, so that's it for voicemails.
That's it. That's
all right. We got reviews though. We have
hey, let's get some reviews.
5.
Oh, holy smokes! People like us. They like us.
I don't know about that, but yeah, we got some reviews. So I got. Do you have access to them at all, or you want me to read them all?
I got nothing. Lorenzo has blocked out my other computer over here.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Well, we got 5.
He's looking up asses on the. What are you, Lorenzo?
Ass calendar. The 2024 calendar of asses.
They're donkeys. So I told him we visited Beatty, Nevada on the way to and from Trail Hero.
Uh-huh.
And, he was in the camper and he wouldn't get out for lunch on the way home. And now he's looking it up online and seeing all the asses in Beatty, Nevada. So anyways.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's the apparently the ass capital of Nevada. So
I don't know if that's good or bad, but it is what it is. All right, moving on to reviews. So again, if you want to leave a review, you love the show, you like the show, it entertains you, spread the word, tell a friend, tell everybody about it. Let's pump up our listenership and ask them to leave a review too.
It works too because it boosted us up from like 120 to 57.
Yeah, exactly.
Just getting like 3 reviews. So
absolutely,
it works. People, help us. Help me. Help you.
Help us. Help ourselves.
I send you stickers. I got like 6 stickers to send out this week. It's great.
Oh, great. Oh, so that's awesome.
All right.
That's awesome. All right. First reviews left in middle of September from a baby boomer 1956. That's perfect year for baby boomers.
Isn't that the year you were born?
No, that's a little before my time. So, titled "Hour and a Half of Pure Entertainment." It's a 5-star review.
Nice.
And sounds like this guy or person, or group, or individual, or was at Safety Clinic. So here we go. I met Jason at Jeep Safety Clinic, Esprit de Four Jeep Club in Hollister, California.
I like how they keep saying Jeep. I love it. Go on.
Extremely friendly, very knowledgeable on all Jeep subjects, a joy to be around, and by the way, he does have good taste in bourbon. Oh. Chris, great all-around guy. Also, I will skip to the podcast. If you are traveling cross-country. It's the only way to make the time go by extremely fast. Both are great hosts and always have good content on their shows to keep you interested, either working in your garage or traveling cross country. Wayne. Awesome.
Nice.
Very cool. Thank you, Wayne. That's
Wayne.
Awesome.
Very good.
All right. So yeah.
Do you have a good, it is a Jeep. I like how he kept saying Jeep. That's good.
That's for sure.
Because Toyotas suck.
Well, according to Rover Don, they do. We know for a fact they do. So, all right, next review. I don't know. Let's see here. This is
we kid.
That's right. The latter part of September, titled "Love It." It's a 5-star review, which everybody gives us 5-star reviews, and I don't know how to pronounce this. It says Java ha ha ha.
Wait, whoa. How's that go?
Java ha.
Wow.
I think he had a seizure while he was typing out his username or something.
Nice.
Anyway, the review is great podcast, guys. There you go. Thank you.
Oh, straight and to the point. I like that.
Absolutely. Short and sweet. I like it.
I like it.
I think his username was longer than the review. So. Okay, moving on. So then we have another review left the latter part of September, titled, this is from 559FJ40. It sounds like he's a Toyota guy.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's all right. Toyota guys come to us to listen to great content. So
that's right.
So it's titled Just As Good as the Other Podcast, and other is in quotes. 5-star review, and he starts out, here's a review. I'm a Toyota guy, so I am biased towards that other podcast, but I do get lots of Jeep waves. He's FJ40. so they look like Jeep, right?
That's funny.
So in a way, I feel like I can blend in with the Jeep crowd and listen to Jeep content. I am also an avid skier, so these guys getting hosts like Glenn Plake on to talk about skiing and wheeling is major bonus points in my book. Well, there you go. So
okay, cool. So you're an okay guy. He's a skier, not a snowboarder. Because if he was a snowboarder and owned a Toyota, yeah, it'd be tough to hang. But all right, well, skier. And Glenn Plake and Kimberly Plake are freaking awesome. I still pinch myself that I can call them and have a conversation with them and go wheel with them. It's pretty freaking surreal. They're great freaking people.
That's cool. It wouldn't have happened without the show, I'm sure. So
No, not at all.
Okay, so thank you for the review. If you haven't contacted Jason through the DM at Instagram, do so, and he'll be happy to get a sticker out to you.
Yeah, I'm just addressing an envelope as we speak.
All right.
It's going to go in. Lorenzo's going to go drop it in the mailbox. You need to go right now. And my mailbox, by the way, is like a quarter mile away.
Does he stick it to his nose? Is that how he holds it?
No, he's got a little satchel that he wears. It's kind of like Sarah's fanny pack. She wears it like a satchel. Okay,
perfect. All right, last review for the month of September. We're just catching up here, so this is titled Review.
Just review.
Yep,
short and sweet. I like it.
That's right. Well, no, that's the title. It's a 5-star review, titled Review, and it's from Colton Yoda 86. That sounds like it's about right. Colton Yoda 86. And he writes, or this person, right? I don't know if it's he or she. Awesome podcast, listen to and from work. Wait a second. Awesome podcast, listen to and from work. Placerville local. Love to go wheeling with you guys. Do own a single cab Toyota on tons and 40s, but keeps our cool. 2-1 again. Love the podcast. Keep it going. All right, cool.
Okay, Placerville. That's
so he's a
super local
guy. Yeah,
right
absolutely. We got to see how much time he spends on the trail. I'm sure he's up there a lot with a Jeep or a Toyota on tons and 40s. Just send it.
Bam.
Awesome. All right, so Colton, I guess I'm going to assume your name is Colton. If you want to contact Jason on the IG, you can get yourself a sticker. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
represent us on the trail.
Any stickers to Placerville lately? So
no. All right. Well, Colton, if you're listening,
hit me up. I got
Jason
stickers and stamps.
Stickers and stamps and a whole lot of time on Lorenzo's hands to drop it in the mailbox.
Yep.
So yeehaw. That's it for now. We have more reviews, but we'll do those next month or next week. Oh, really? Yeah. I want to
look at you.
It's kind of nice. They're coming in. Looking at the statistics here, with 300% monthly growth on reviews. How awesome is that?
Well, keep it coming. We bribe you with stickers. We don't use winches and tires and shit like the other podcasts. So
that's right.
we can't afford that stuff. We don't have big name sponsors yet, but we're working on it. We're working on it. This winter, I have big ambitions. There has been some very good conversations. We'll see what happens. But if not, keep those reviews in. It keeps us excited about doing this, and it is fun, and we've met a lot of great people, and we got to do some cool stuff. But we'd love to hear from you. So,
yep,
write in, write a review, 5-star, of course. If you're going to do a 4-star or less, go leave that over at Snail Trail 4x4.
That's right.
But yeah, voicemails we'd love to hear too. 408-800-5169. 408-800-5169. Chris, what is that number? Because people need to hear it 3 times to remember.
408-800-5169. Definitely leave a voice message. It'll get played on the air. And we've been a little remiss in mentioning our relationship that we have with Austin Priest and irate4x4.com. We need you to go over to Irate. If you're not a member of Irate, it's free to sign up.
Sign up for free.
You can get access to all
couple
the
minutes
forums,
of your time,
tech support forums, and so forth and so on. But if you excuse me, if you scroll down to watch, listen, and discuss, excuse me, and keep going and to the bottom where you see Wheeling Wine and Whiskey Podcast, click on that, and that says all of our episodes and discussion groups for all of our past episodes and so forth. But it also has the exciting area which is called the Barrel Society. Yes. And that is a way to directly support Jason and I with the expenses that we incur each month to make this show happen, whether it's bandwidth or hosting or domains or just, software and memberships and subscriptions that we have to help us make get content for the show. So any support, it's not required, of course, but any support you can provide is much appreciated. We have 3 tiers that you can sign up for. Wheeling 101 is $5 a month. And then, of course, there's the Barrel Select, which is $10 a month. And then finally, the premier one, the Old Elk Club, is $20 per month. And there's what do you call it, buttons or whatever on the right side of the screen under the big logo where you can make the purchase. And it can be monthly. You can also do an annual purchase, too. So, again, it's not required, but certainly appreciated and helps us continue creating content for the show.
That is correct. And 2 things. That Barrel Society, we've got something coming up for our Barrel Society members because we have a motto here at Wheeling Wine and Whiskey. We give till it hurts, right, Chris?
That's right.
And it does hurt financially. So you got something coming in the mail here shortly. It does help keep the lights on literally and our fans running in synchronicity here in our podcast world. It's important. So, we have day jobs. This is not our livelihood, but every little bit helps, and it's cool to feel the love and And Chris keeps coming to me with bills for, we got to host this website. We got to do this. And we do need to make a note. Dirtbag Johnny helps us out a ton.
Oh, absolutely.
Logo stuff, everything. Trail Hero, he just kicked ass with us on this booth with the Element fire extinguishers. And then Tyler Larson there with Snail Trail. He actually he hosts a server, right, Chris?
Pretty much.
The RSS feed.
He's got us by the short curlies. So.
Wow.
He does a great job. He hosts our website and does all of our tech support and so forth and so on. So without
we have
Tyler's,
a ton of support.
Absolutely. We're my expertise ends at editing.
Yeah. Well, you do a great job at that, and you keep excelling. So and mine is talking into a mic and drinking bourbon. So there you go. Cheers.
Do a wonderful job. So also,
I do set up some cool interviews too.
You do. Yeah. I've been a little remiss on that lately, but hopefully I can score some stuff.
Hey,
soon.
We got KOH coming up, and it will be here before you know it. So I know. Get ready. Buckle up.
Blink. I just blinked. There it is.
Exactly. So. All right, well, this is good. We're getting caught up with stuff, and hope you enjoyed the episode. And tell a friend, phone a friend, let them know
to
listen to Wheeling Wine and Whiskey.
That's right. Spread the word.
All right, with that,
we're out.